Hi, I'm Kurt Smith, and welcome to App Talks, a series of conversations with Salesforce customers on how using business apps from the AppExchange can help you manage all aspects of your business. Today we're here with Jen Alessandra, SVP of HR at SolarWinds, to talk about how SolarWinds is using Fairsail to transform their HR management system. Welcome to App Talks, Jen.
Thank you.
So tell me about SolarWinds.
SolarWinds is an IT management company, and we do everything from network performance monitoring to systems and database monitoring. We've been in business for just over 15 years, and we serve customers in the SMB market up through the Fortune 500.
Fantastic. And tell me a little bit about your role specifically.
Sure. I came in as head of HR about 4 years ago, and I was the company's first head of HR. We had been public for about a year and had about 500 employees at the time, and we were around 150 million in revenue at the time. Now we are over 500 million in revenue, and we have about 1,800 employees.
Fantastic. So what challenges were you facing that led you ultimately to go look for an HR management system?
There were certain things that were missing that were very foundational to running a healthy business from an HR perspective, and one of them was a core HR management solution. And we were at that time operating in about 8 countries, and we were working off of spreadsheets and a couple of homemade databases, and finding a single source of truth from a HR and employee information perspective was very challenging and very manual.
I can imagine using spreadsheets. So how did you find Fairsail?
We did an internet search and found Fairsail and found a couple of other companies that were up and coming HR management solutions. We also took a look at some more established companies, and at the end of the day it was Fairsail, Workday, and SuccessFactors. And we chose Fairsail because it was very cost competitive. The system was built on the Force.com platform, which we were excited about. And we thought that that Fairsail could scale with us as our company scaled. Yeah,
and I wanted to ask you about that. How important was it was built on the Salesforce platform?
Our employees were familiar with Salesforce, and we had been working with Salesforce for quite some time in other parts of our business, and so it was seamless and very comfortable for our employees.
And what were some of the initial results you saw?
The visibility was fantastic. It was great to not take 5 or 6 days to get basic information on employee census or turnover. So that was very helpful. It was also great to move more towards a self-service model with both our employees and our managers. Previous to implementing Fairsail, we had employees that would have to come ask our department, or managers that would have to ask us to try to do something manual to get them information, and now they could have their own dashboard and look at that information. So those were the biggest immediate impacts.
So let's go a little bit deeper. I'd like to know about the implementation. How long did it take? What did you run into any challenges and things like that?
Our implementation took about 90 days, and we were coming from a place of having nothing, so making sure that we got up and running and had the data integrity to go with that was very important to us, and that was our focus. There were other things that we were excited about. Timekeeping, for example, electronic timekeeping was something we were excited about, but we added that on later after we implemented because we wanted to make sure that we got the core system out first. And then from an integration perspective, we focused a lot on integrating with other systems that our business use to make sure that information was flowing freely.
And how has it impacted your direct team and then the company as at large?
It's been fantastic. So the company has grown 3 times the size from both a revenue and employee perspective, and the team that handles this part of HR has grown a small fraction of that. So that's from our perspective very helpful because it shows that we can scale. The second thing is we've done 16 acquisitions over the last 4 years, and to be confident that we have a system of record that we can partner with and onboard 200 employees overnight, that's very comforting as well. The last piece is, from a compliance and reporting perspective, as a public company, that was very helpful. Now, as a private company, it's still very helpful to have a single source of truth when we are looking at overall company reporting.
And what was the number one lesson that you learned from the implementation?
The number one lesson that we learned was that self-service is key, and educating the managers and the employees was an important part of our implementation. It was, great to have the data in Fairsail, but we were only going to truly get the scale that we wanted if we did the education piece.
And one of the things we always like to do on App Talks is do some peer-to-peer sharing. So if I was an SVP of HR, I was managing an HR team, and I was still using spreadsheets and other things, and I was looking for an HR management system, what advice would you give me?
I would recommend a couple of things. First, be pragmatic. There's a lot of solutions that are out there that cost a lot more and maybe or have some great shiny objects, but when it comes to the day-to-day operations of the business, Fairsail has been a great partner in being both practical as well as scalable. The second piece of information that I would definitely want to share with peers is making sure that you take the opportunity to refine your processes as you're implementing. It's a great opportunity, whether you're going from having nothing to having something, or if you're transitioning from another HR system, it's a great point in time to reflect on process.
And what about the future? Where do you see this going?
Our company is now, as I mentioned, about 1,800 employees. We have employees in 11 countries, and we continue to grow both organically and through acquisition. And so we're looking to Fairsail to continue to partner with us as we scale.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jen, very much. I really enjoyed speaking with you. Thanks for joining us today on
Thank you.
App Talks. And thank you, and we look forward to seeing you on the next App Talks.